Hello YouTube, this is TM Trainer Red with a few more battles to share with you this week. I have a Pikachu that is carrying a Light Ball. I am also using a Venusaur that is very bulky and is carrying Venusaurite. I am also using a Blastoise that has Choice Scarf, Water Spout, and Fake Out. Next I'm using a Charizard with Charizardite Y. I am using an Espeon with Focus Sash. And then I'm lastly using a Snorlax with Leftovers. Let's see how that works out in these next few battles. I lead off with Blastoise and Pikachu against his Sableye and Amoonguss. Now expecting the Spore, I switch out into Venusaur to take it, and the Fake Out is used on Venusaur. I use Thunderbolt on Sableye, but only do 40% damage, but it's a free turn with damage. He uses Rage Powder as I decided to use Volt Tackle to destroy Sableye, but I get Rage Powdered into Amoonguss instead, and I can't use Substitute after I am taunted by the Sableye. Will-O-Wisp is used on Pikachu as he expects another Volt Tackle, and Venusaur uses Sludge Bomb on Amoonguss since it's the only damage move he has. Spore fails because Pikachu is already burned. Now, Rage Powder is used again and Thunderbolt is directed to Amoonguss, but with that and Sludge Bomb, I'm finally able to get rid of Amoonguss. Foul Play is used on Pikachu and is now taken out. Now, with Amoonguss gone, I decided to take in Blastoise and use as many Water Spouts as I can. Since he's carrying that Choice Scarf, there are very few that will outspeed him. And I take out that Sableye in the first move. Sludge Bomb is protected, and next he sends in Tyranitar. So I'm just going to keep firing off Water Spouts, and then I'm also going to Mega Evolve into Mega Venusaur, and I'm going to Giga Drain Tyranitar. I get Thunderbolted onto Blastoise, and he Dragon Dances on Tyranitar. But he's still slower than Blastoise, so the next turn I'm just going to Water Spout again, because it's going to be enough to take out Tyranitar, and then I'm going to use Giga Drain just in case Tyranitar didn't die, and I'm going to get overheated, and then I'm going to Giga Drain Rotom Heat to get the KO and win the battle. Now, in this battle I decide to lead off with Pikachu and Blastoise once again against a Rain team, and I decide to go with Fake Out in this first turn to try and get a Volt Tackle off on that Politoed to quickly dispatch it, but he protects, and Ludicolo eats the Fake Out. Next I switch in Venusaur, expecting that Giga Drain, and then I decide to use Volt Tackle on that Ludicolo, expecting the switch and taking it out. I take a lot of recoil damage from that, and then he sends out Bisharp. Expecting the Sucker Punch, I switch out into Charizard, and I sub up with Venusaur. Now, I'm expecting his Politoed to switch in the next turn, so I don't Mega Evolve and I send back out Blastoise. I protect with Venusaur, which is probably not a great move here, but the Sucker Punch fails, and Leech Seed goes on to Blastoise. I use Water Spout to finally get some damage off on both of these, and then I use Giga Drain on Bisharp to try and get rid of it, but it's not enough. He uses Iron Head to get rid of my Substitute, and Power Whip to completely destroy Blastoise. Blastoise has done quite a fair amount of damage, and I use Fake Out to take care of Bisharp. Next, I substitute with Venusaur again, and I eat a Power Whip, but it does not break the sub. He sends back out Politoed, and I'm expecting it to protect this turn, so I Giga Drain on it just to be safe, and I don't Volt Tackle. Hydro Pump goes off on Pikachu, but he's protected, and Power Whip goes into Substitute and doesn't break it. I use Volt Tackle on Ferrothorn because I expect Pikachu to be killed this turn, and then next I'm going to Giga Drain it. And I know Charizard's coming in the next turn, and I'll be able to take out both of these Pokemon. So then next I'm just going to come back out with the Sun and destroy the rest of the team. So, I'm going to Mega Evolve into Charizard Y. I'm going to Overheat on that Ferrothorn, and then I'm going to Giga Drain on that Politoed, and destroy the rest of the team to secure the win. For this next battle, I see an obvious Trick Room, so I send out Pikachu and Snorlax in this turn. I decide to protect with Pikachu, expecting the Rage Powder, and I decide to Rock Slide Chandelure and Amoonguss. I wasn't sure if he was going to Trick Room in this first turn, but he did. Next, I leave out Snorlax, expect that Heat Wave, and send in Blastoise to take some damage. Spore is used on my Snorlax, and I eat the Heat Wave pretty well. And I'm going to Fake Out next turn, expecting him to switch out, and he does, into Abomasnow. I then get the flinch and hope that Snorlax wakes up, but he doesn't. So, in the next turn, I'm going to hope that he wakes up, and Blastoise is on his way out. There's nothing he can do in Trick Room. I don't want any Pokemon to take damage, so I sacrifice him and hope the Snorlax wakes up. Again, he does not wake up and takes an Energy Ball. Next, I will decide to send in Venusaur and Mega Evolve so that I can take some damage from any ice attacks that are sent my way. He uses Blizzard in the first turn, and I will finally wake up with Snorlax and use Rock Slide. And then I'm going to be able to use Sludge Bomb to KO Abomasnow. Now, Snorlax is going to be killed by the hail, and I'm going to send back in a Pikachu. Venusaur is in a very bad position against Talonflame, but since I get to fake him out, I use Sludge Bomb, and Rage Powder does not work, and Hail takes out that Talonflame. So his own Hail took out his own Pokemon with that turn. Next, Pikachu is going to protect, and I know that his Chandelure is going to use Heat Wave. I probably should have used this turn to attack with Venusaur, but I was not thinking about that. I use Volt Tackle to take out Amoonguss, and then Heat Wave is going to take out Pikachu, but not kill Venusaur, and then he has Life Orb on Chandelure, and he's going to kill himself, securing the win for me. In this next battle, I lead off Blastoise and Pikachu once again on his Scrafty and Gardevoir lead. Now I finally get to see how much Water Spout will do against these two, and surprisingly it doesn't do very much. But with Fake Out, I still get a free turn on that Scrafty, but Moonblast does a whole lot more than I thought it would. So I switch out Snorlax, expecting these two to take special hits a little better. But Snorlax doesn't take Moonblast very well, and Venusaur takes it just fine, and Drain Punch also. Next, he brings out a Abomasnow, and I protect with Venusaur and expect him to kill Snorlax. Snorlax just isn't going to do very much this turn because he's way too slow. Then I leave in Venusaur and send back out Pikachu. I fake out his Abomasnow, and his fake out fails. Sludge Bomb is used on Abomasnow, which is surprising that it didn't KO with that much. I really expected it to kill. Next, I'm going to protect with Pikachu, expecting something like an Ice Shard. Then he uses Drain Punch instead on my Pikachu. Icy Wind slows down Venusaur, but the surprising thing is, Mega Venusaur is still fast enough with -1 speed to take out Abomasnow with Sludge Bomb, and Pikachu uses Volt Tackle to KO that Scrafty. Next he's going to send out his Gardevoir, and he's going to send in Tyranitar. I'm going to protect with Venusaur, and I decided to fake out to get rid of Pikachu. But he uses Blizzard, so now I know that this Tyranitar is a special type. And I use Hydro Cannon to take out Gardevoir, which is kind of my ace in the hole on that one. And then I keep using Giga Drain on Tyranitar. And I know there's nothing he can do now, because I have Thick Fat, and even if he has Ice or Fire, he won't do much damage. And a Giga Drain in the last turn for the KO to win the battle. In this next battle, I lead once again with Pikachu and Blastoise, and he leads with Garchomp and Sableye. He Prankster burns Blastoise, and to my surprise, he has a Choice Scarf on his Garchomp as well, but I was already going to use Ice Beam, so I knock out his Garchomp. Pikachu is now gone, but he decides to send out Ferrothorn, and I send out my Charizard, which I will Mega Evolve into Charizard Y, and then I will use Ice Beam to whittle down Sableye, and then use Heat Wave to take it out, and 4 times super effective on his Ferrothorn. Next, he's going to send in Talonflame, which is his last one, and I'm not worried here, because I have Ancient Power. He uses Brave Bird on Blastoise, and then I use Ancient Power on his Talonflame to secure the knockout and the victory. If you like what you saw here, please like, comment, and subscribe on this video. And if you would also like more content, then yeah, stick around, do the same. If you like the team that I was using, or you would like the spreads, please also send me a message or comment me, and I would be more than happy to provide it. I'll see you next time.